It's been a few months since the Australian brand Bigboi, known for their premium car drying blowers, announced that they're going to be releasing their new pressure washer range in the US market. And I couldn't be more excited to tell you that the pre-orders are starting now. I was able to get on a Zoom call, actually recorded that, so I'm going to show you guys that here shortly. But we're going to be talking about the delivery dates, the expected delivery dates. We're going to talk about the specs, what they actually come with, what size nozzles, what kind of PSI and GPM we're getting, what amperage they're running at while they're using the machine. They're actually going to be bringing in 2 different units, but the first one is going to be the WASHR Pro, and that is their full-blown, heavy-duty, commercial-grade pressure washer. Now, before we get into the Zoom meeting and also a production video that they sent me that shows the specs and all that kind of stuff, that'll be at the end of the meeting as well. I do want to let you guys know, the brand Bigboi was apparently founded in April. So every year they run a sale in April. But because it's only currently March, we're actually going to be doing a deal where they use code I'mJoshV10, and that'll get you the 10% off on the pre-orders now. So I'll have a link for that down in the description below so you guys can go check that out. Now for this pre-sale, they have the WASHR Pro, they have some wall mount kits, they have some accessories kits, all that kind of good stuff. Guys, obviously I haven't been able to get my hands on this yet, right? They're on the way, so I'm very, very excited to get it and actually start doing all my testing. But from what I've seen from them and talking to them, I'm really, really excited for this. So let's go ahead and jump into the Zoom meeting. All right, guys, so here we go. Danny and Mark from Bigboi. Thanks so much for meeting, guys. Obviously, we got to meet briefly at SEMA last November. Super exciting to hear about the pressure washers being launched, and now the time has finally come. So we're going to start doing pre-orders for those. Just really quickly, go ahead and introduce yourselves. Tell us about the brand, the history of it, and why you guys started developing your own products like that.
Yeah, sounds awesome. I'm GM Mark. Thanks, Josh.
Sure.
I look after sales and all the customers globally. So that's my role, and sounds simple, but far from it. So a big part of my role this year is to expand the US and Canadian market, so which we've started to, and as you know, through this discussion, we'll expand on that further.
Sure.
Danny obviously founded the company, and he can explain where he's come from in that regard.
Yep.
Perfect.
So 2016 is when we've started. So I'm Danny. I'm the owner of Bigboi globally. So yeah, started car enthusiast, just like majority of our customers, looking for a solution to dry the vehicle. Really wasn't anything out there that I felt was at an affordable price point. Started developing the range. So we started from the blower side of things.
Yep.
And then if we fast track, now we're #1 in that category and probably the most innovative brand in that category globally. So as we've grown over the years, we're moving into different categories within the detailing space.
Mm-hmm.
And we predominantly make products specifically for our customer, our target audience, car enthusiast detailers that use products on cars every day. We try to do all the hard work, make it specifically for that, so when they buy it, they can just pull it out of the box and use it.
Ready to roll.
And that formula's worked extremely well for us.
Very
We're
good.
excited to finally get into the USA market with some of our best-selling products.
And that's what I noticed too, like especially at SEMA, your guys' booth looked super good. Everything was nice, cohesive. Like it was a really, really good brand representation, like everything, color coordination, all that kind of stuff. Everything looked super good. So,
yeah.
So on the pressure washers are currently on the way. They're done with production. They're on the way to the US currently.
Yep.
There's 2 units that you guys are launching with, correct?
Yeah. So we're launching with the WASHR Duo and the WASHR Pro. Duo, there's a very minimal amount that made that cutoff period. But our highest model, the Pro, and commercial spec unit is in the container on the way. Yeah.
And we have some numbers, so if people get in early, they'll get a unit.
Yeah, exactly. So I know there's limited quantities coming currently, right? And then it'll just kind of be feeding you through after that. So we definitely, for anybody that's interested in the pre-orders, do it now because there's a limited quantity of them. Let's talk specs for the WASHR Pro. Now that thing is going to be retailing at $699, correct? That's machine in a foam cannon?
Yep. Okay. So in the actual box of the unit, you'll get a professional grade foam cannon and the pressure washer. And then you have the option to buy the accessory kit that we've obviously put together to work with the actual unit. But again, it's a commercial grade short trigger gun, commercial grade hose, and commercial grade, right? Yeah, Lance.
Yeah.
Perfect. Accessories kit is also on its way. That's on that first delivery. And then as well as I know a lot of people, when I did the SEMA video, a lot of people were really, really excited about the whole wall mount solution. So
yeah,
those
that's
are on
in
the
there
first one as
too.
well. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
We have a really high purchase rate with the products, buying that Pro and buying a wall bracket with the reel. Everyone loves it. They want it on the wall, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and again, it looks awesome. So $6.99 for that unit. And then which I think is awesome that you guys did it that way, because a lot of people, especially with the professionals, are gonna have their hoses and guns and all that kind of stuff that they've had forever. They don't necessarily need that.
That's right.
One of the units I'm using in one of my vans now is the AR630 TSS, and the hose that came with, I never used anyway. It came in the kit, and I was like, nope, I got my own. So it's I like you guys did it that way. Specs wise, what's this thing running at? What kind of nozzle what size nozzle does it come with? And then what kind of performance are you getting out of it?
So the Pro, and look, we just need to put this out there that it's a 4-pole unit with a triplex pump. We're running it under 15 amps, where our competitors, you need 17 and above, right?
Yeah, my AR.
So we've been able to do so. Yeah, so you've got the highest spec commercial grade unit that a general consumer can plug into the wall at home. And then you'll see that the specifications, and these are real, and you've got some videos to show you that. PSI is between 1100 to 1200 PSI at the tip, at the nozzle. GPM, it's 1.99 to 2. They all vary slightly because they're all individually built.
Of course.
Right? Again, at the nozzle, when we're using 3.5 tip orifice, right?
Beautiful.
So that's how it's going to come in the box. And that's how we have designed the unit to run. If they want to get a little bit more flow out of it, we've created a nozzle pack, which is 4.0, and it will drop the PSI, but at the same time, we'll drop the amperage also to under 14 amp, and the GPM will jump up to 2.2. This is at the nozzle, right? So max ratings.
Actual usable number. Yeah.
Working pressure. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so that sounds fantastic. Let's see here. I mean, elephant in the room, Active, especially in the US market, is pretty well known for creating high performing, like getting the specs that you want, right around that 2 GPM, 1100 PSI. They have their new 2.3 coming out. I'm sure you guys have probably seen that. It looks beautiful, right? Design looks amazing. What differentiates? Obviously, I don't think you guys have seen it in person either, but what's kind of the differentiating factor of kind of what you're doing? Because I know that's going to be a question I'm going to be getting asked all the time.
Look, having a look on the website, and obviously we're in that space, so we like their stuff. They probably look at our stuff also.
Sure.
But design aspect, the guys are really good at that. Hats off to them. Really like the way that they sort of focus on the little things that make their products stand out in the marketplace. Just having a look, it's not in the marketplace, so we don't know how it's going to perform, right? But I'm sure they've done all their testings and and learnt from their current products what they need and need to do. But they've advertised it as a prosumer, so I think it's targeting that enthusiast that wants just that little bit better than a general pressure washer, right? Specifications look great. I think that's their max rating, because on their website they've got max 1500 PSI, and then they've got 2.3 GPM, but then they've got a working pressure of 1100 PSI, right? But doesn't say that GPM is working. So to my understanding, maybe it'll deliver a bit less. We won't know, but either way, very good spec product. Our product really compares with the likes of Krenzel, AR Blue. They're commercial grade products. That's where we sit our products, and but price wise, honestly, our Duo, which is commercial grade, we class it as semi-commercial, but just in the motor build quality, the parts that we use, it's 26 kilos, like it's almost 10 kilos heavier than the active. So I think that alone says where ours sits and where's their one sits. But there's room in the market for everyone, right?
Of course, yeah.
We've gone into a market where we're competing with the likes of Krenzel and AR here in Australia, and we outsell them quite easily because we're priced accordingly, right? So, you know, in our market here in Australia, we're half the price of some of our competitors. So for what we deliver as a brand, we deliver a premium style product at an affordable price point. It's not your mass consumer price point, but for what you're getting, it's very reasonable. So I think there's definitely room, and you know, and we like the guys bringing out innovative products. It keeps everyone on their toes, right?
Which is everybody,
and who
for
wins?
sure.
The consumer is going to get a very good product for what they paid for. But with our offering that we're going to offer, you know, when we launch in America, for the price, I would buy our product over anything in the market, right? But I'm going to say that, right? And they're probably going to say the same. But at the end of the day, a commercial grade to sort of consumer style product, it's not a fair comparison.
Sure.
Regardless of the specs that it throws out, like there's a
lifetime use
out of that product.
Of course.
Yeah. We've got an entry level, our washer flow is an inducted motor, right? But it's an aluminium style. It's still induction and it's still a great motor, but it's not nowhere near our
what this
commercial
is.
ones, right?
Yeah. And
You know,
just another,
well, you've got to keep an eye on competitors, which everyone, you know, obviously would do. We're very good at just focusing on what we need to do because we know where we need to be, and that's what we focus on, so that we make sure that we get to the level of quality that we need to and that we expect from ourselves.
That's perfect. That's awesome. And really focusing on yourselves, not the others, and kind of just tuning everything out and getting done what you guys need to get done.
Well, you have to, right? We've got an understanding of where we need to be and what we need to do with our products, and make them to the quality that the people in the market are going to expect to get, so that we have a long life, right? We're not here to sell product for a year or two. We're here for the long haul, right? And as you know, we've when you saw our standard SEMA, we're expanding our range across multiple categories because we want to have that ultimate garage solution for everyone in the US and Canada who wants that solution, right? And that's what we can offer. And you can't do that if we're just trying to pump out a product just for the sake of it and slap a badge on it. That's not us.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. One thing I wanted to ask really quickly, what you said it was the Duo that's coming in at 26 kilos?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's and the Pro's even heavier than that?
Yeah, it's only a few kilos heavier, mainly because of the crankcase and the pump head, because it's a triplex pump. But like just some of the specs on the Duo, I'm going to read it out because I'm not going to memorize all this stuff. But it's a commercial grade axle pump, brass forged manifold. We got ceramic coated plungers in there. You know, German seals. Our wobble plate in there is actually made from forged steel, where a lot of cheaper units would use aluminium. So everything in this actual unit is, and this is all made in-house. This isn't sort of, you know, parts coming from all over China or wherever, right? We've got one factory that we work with and design everything for us. So it's as high as you can get in a two-pole setup. So when you're buying this, it's as tough as you can get, right? And we've had it in the market. And as you know, we can put our hands up. When you bring a new product into the market, you can do all the testing you want in the factory. Real life testing will start teething out all the little issues, right? Sure. We've done that for the last 2 years. So any new product is always going to have those little hiccups. There is no perfect product, be it from us or any other brand. But the longer it's in the market, the more stable it is. And you can sort of fix things along the way because everyone uses it differently, right? So, and that's what, you know, the US consumers can get from us is our product's been in the market. It's done extremely well. As soon as it lands in Australia, regardless of the quantity, we sell out very quickly. So we've got high expectations for the American market to adopt it really quickly and sell out. So I'm very confident within a week, these will be sold. And we've already got more in production ready to go. So,
One thing I wanted to ask on, so $699, does that include, so I was just doing a calculation. 26 kilos is about 57 pounds. So obviously
Yep.
substantial to ship around, right? So does the $6.99 include shipping, or is that separate?
Look, it won't.
Okay.
We're working with our logistics company to see who is going to be the
Yeah.
best solution. Because
Yep.
in Australia, same thing. There's a certain threshold that you can use certain companies for, and
Yeah.
some specialize in heavier items. It's
Yep.
not a big box, but it's a heavy box. So we'll be working on that in the next couple of weeks to get to make sure that it's realistic, right? It's not
Yeah.
going to be for free, but it's not going to be, something crazy. Well, we're hoping not anyway, right?
Right. Yeah, fair enough. Cool. Okay, so we got that. We've got the specs for the Duo as well. That one is going to be being shipped out here like
Yep.
very soon, correct? So as far as the Pro goes, we're expecting delivery and expecting being able to ship the pre-orders out mid.
Yep. So specs yesterday, we checked where the hell the boat is at the moment. It lands at dock on the 28th of this month.
Okay. Okay.
It'll be at our warehouse on the 2nd of the 4th. So
Okay.
yeah, I would probably say comfortably first, second week customers will have it, and I'm sure you'll be doing some real life reviews.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see here. Expected delivery dates. We're good to go. I just made some notes here. We have the accessories kit that is currently on this boat as well, right? So
Yep.
if you want to get that
Yeah,
whole and the wall mounts. And then
Yep.
on the next shipment will be the Duos.
Yeah, so we've only got a small number. A lot of our resellers have already snapped them up, so
Got it.
they might not be available for this.
Understood.
But look,
Okay.
yeah, if you're wanting a pressure washer, especially a commercial grade, at the offer that we're going to offer, just the unit alone, like you'd be nuts not to buy it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Sweet. Well,
awesome.
anything else you guys wanted to touch on? I think we went over performance numbers. Obviously, that's the number one key component that everyone's expecting. Right after this, you guys sent me the production video.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play that right after this. And on that, it does show some of the performance numbers of when they test them and right before packaging as well. Do you know when they test that, is that at the pump where the hose comes out? Is that where those numbers come from?
Well, when we were there last week, they pull the trigger and then it shoots into some sort of contraction. I don't know what
Okay,
it
and
is.
that's what.
Yeah. So my understanding it's at the nozzle, but I
Got
could
it.
be wrong. I didn't really pay too much attention to that part. But yeah, look, we use them here in Australia, and they've been great. And what we try to educate, and the guys in the US, the other guys, influencers and on social media and that. The GPM is the key for us, and it's that right combination, and we feel that we've got that with our pressure washers.
Yep.
And that's been the telltale sign from us compared to others. Others, they're not really built for that, but you can tune and modify them and change and all this stuff. It's a bit of a guessing game in that, and sometimes you can overload products because they're not designed for that particular style of running of that product. We've done that. It's been tested. That's so yeah. So we're very confident that it's going to do extremely well.
Yeah, I think, Josh, one of the keys, maybe the US market obviously hasn't seen it yet, but the rest of the world has, where we've sold a hell of a lot of blowers over the years.
Yeah.
And they've been very successful and they've built the company. And a lot of our customers that have bought our Sucker Pro, our washer flow, now our Pro series and the Duo, and now the deionizers and all the other products that we bring out, a lot of them are customers that we already had. So while we continue to get new customers every day, we have a lot of customers that keep buying and adding to their Bigboi range, whether it's a business or at home, mate. And you don't get that support unless your products are good.
Yeah,
we wouldn't be in this position if the product weren't good to start with,
they
right?
wouldn't
And the bonus on top of that is that people get a product that works well for them, but it also looks really cool in their workshop or their house, right?
Yeah.
So he's done a great job on the actual, that aesthetics of the product as well, and the color design. Everyone loves it. You saw it at Vegas when we were in SEMA. We had so many people where they just walked past and said, "Wow, we saw your stand," and it just really stood out to us. And we had to come in and have a look and see what was going on.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, my detail business that I've had for 19 years now is called Detail Green. Like I used to have all my trucks used to be bright green, so it fits my color scheme perfectly. So I'm very excited.
We're going to look forward to seeing soon, Josh, your ultimate big boy garage set up. Place, right?
I'm in for it. Good deal. Yeah, absolutely. Well, perfect, man. Well, thank you so much, guys, for the time. I really appreciate it. We're super excited. I've gotten tons and tons of questions from from viewers of the channel and other people like from that initial SEMA video, like, hey, when are those things coming? So I'm very excited that they're, I mean, weeks out now before.
Look, we would have liked it obviously sooner. Some things we can't control, but at the end of the day, like we won't release a product unless it's 100%. That we can guarantee now. That we've done all our testing and everything. They're on their way. We get asked every day, when are they going to be available? So we're very excited to finally drop, part of one of our most exciting ranges in the US. And look, I'll be honest with you, we're really focusing on the US, so you'll see what Bigboi's all about from now to the end of the year, with bringing out even more exciting products that I'm sure will excite everyone in the US and abroad.
And I guess just to fill you in, just so you've got a little bit more info there, our expectation, like Danny said, is that we will sell out pretty quick with what stock's coming over right now, but we do have more in production. It's hard to judge how many to make, obviously each time, especially when you're starting from scratch in a particular market, but we're going to make as much as we can and get them over there as fast as we can. So we will have periods where we're going to run out, but we're trying to minimize that.
It's just getting the availability, giving the opportunity to, your viewers to be one of the first to jump on board, and through us and through our resellers. And then, we'll keep them flowing in. Don't worry about that.
The tricky thing for us, Josh, is that we're not just trying to make pressure washers for the US or North American market. We've got to make at the moment for over 40 countries.
All our products are certified. I'm sure most of our competitor products are certified too, but we do it for the whole market. So when you buy our product that it's made to the standards that it needs to be made. And it's made for me, which is a car enthusiast / detailer. I'm no professional detailer. I'd like to be. Probably my skill set's not there. But I can definitely design a product to make my job easier, and that's what we do well.
Absolutely. And just to clarify too, so the two, just so people aren't having any confusion, and I'll put pictures up here or whatever. But there's two different mounting options that you guys are launching. One of them can be hung on the wall and then taken off as well. And you can add did I just put? There's balloons.
Balloons.
Yeah, I don't know.
Your birthday?
I guess.
Happy birthday.
So then you can also have a wheeled option with that, and then also and then the other
just
one's
two in one.
Cool. Very good.
Yeah, so I think that's $20 more. So $249 for the wall mounted one, and 2-in-1's $269.
Got it. Perfect. Okay, cool. Very good. And just so again, so everyone's clear on the website, everything is listed individually. Obviously, just read the description to let you know exactly what is coming with.
Give us, I'm not sure when you're going to launch this video, but we're Thursday now. So give us by the weekend, everything will be up and going. And then you'll start seeing our social ads pushing pre-orders, and then just see how we do. We're excited.
That sounds great,
man. Time. We've taken our time, but good things take time, right?
Fair enough. Yeah, absolutely. I've seen.
We'll have to once we get through the washers, mate. We'll have to get you over a Sucker Pro. Have a crack at that one.
Absolutely, definitely. That'll be fun. I want to check.
Also, actually, we didn't mention that. Unfortunately, there was a few week delay on our deionizers, so they're coming. So when we have our next shipment of washers, we will have the DEIs as well.
We'll have the full range.
Well, okay, so then everything. Okay, so that'll be probably when the duos are coming. The deionizers should be. Okay, cool.
Next time,
Okay, perfect.
We're really happy with that. It's a great product to push. We're getting good success with it, and the fantastic thing is with it, we all know that it gives you that spotless water, etc. But a real key factor for that is prolonging the life of your pressure washer, right?
Yeah.
Everybody has different water qualities around the world, and it can vary from one town to the next. So this is really going to help people extend the life of those products as well.
That's a great point. Yeah, I have my house now. I have city water and well water. If I'm using my well water, oh, it's like doesn't even register on a TDS meter. Just maxes the thing out. It's terrible. So
you're punching out half water, half dirt.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, but when you go, we'll try and obviously reply to some, general consumer questions. Yeah, it might be a bit delayed, but yeah, we'll try and be as proactive as we can.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. So again, if we missed anything, you guys have any other questions, comment down below. They'll be in there as well, reading through and answering as they can. So sweet, guys. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day out there.
No worries.
And yeah, very excited for
We
the
will.
Yeah,
All right.
awesome. Great to chat. Thanks,
All right.
Josh.
Thanks,
All right,
buddy.
guys.
See you, mate.
All right, bye.
Bye, mate.
All right, guys, so there you have it. It looks absolutely incredible. Again, I'm gonna show you right now the production video that they sent me from their actual factory, showing some of the performance numbers, showing how they're all tested and all that kind of good stuff. So let's go ahead and jump into that now. Okay guys, so it is official. Pre-orders are open. Like I said, link will be down in the description. Use code I'mJoshV10. It'll get you 10% off on your pre-order, which is really, really exciting. For the Washer Pro, like they said, $6.99. I really like the fact that they're offering it unit only, because a lot of us that have, at least especially in this category, of a full-blown commercial grade professional pressure washer that you can service, you can change the oil out and all that kind of good stuff. We already have a hose and gun and all that kind of stuff. So why build in the extra price if you don't have to? They do sell that kit separately if you do want all that. But if you don't need it all, they offer it $6.99 for that level of machine. Is insane. And then when you do the extra 10% off, what is that? Almost 70 bucks off. So it's down to like what is that? I don't want to misspeak. 630? My math's bad. Somewhere right around there. So anyways, guys, super, super excited to get these things going. Again, they said first week of April into second week of April. Obviously, there could be issues with customs of being delayed a little bit longer, but first week of April is what they're shooting for to get them into customers' hands. I can't wait. We're gonna have a ton of actual performance review videos where I actually test it out. But again, very, very excited about this. Go check out the link. Go order one, because they do have a very, very limited quantity to start. So there's the warning. Don't be upset if you miss it. They will have more coming in, but if you want it, do it now. So that's it, guys. I hope that video helps you. Please make sure to like the video. Make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and we will see ya on the next one.